Given the massive releases dropping in June, you'd think that July would slow things down a bit. While there's a stopgap before another busy month in August, there are some major releases this month, whether you're a co-op shooter fan into platformers or looking to sink your teeth into another massive RPG that you've presumably completed all the previous entries for and know all the characters by heart. A lot is coming. Here are the noteworthy games launching in July of 2023. The Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie. While many may see this as yet another Trails title in the long-running series, for many it's the conclusion of a journey that ended somewhat abruptly in 2020. The Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie takes place after the events of Cold Steel 4 and sees Eberronia at peace. However, trouble begins to stir once more. This time there are 3 different character paths to pursue. Lloyd Bannings and the Special Support Section seek to protect Crossbell. Reen Schwarzer and Class 7 deal with the aftermath of the Great Twilight, and a mysterious individual named C butts heads with both. Players can switch between each protagonist with the Crossroads system and venture into the true Reverie Corridor, a randomly generated dungeon with its own side content, characters, and events. Even if the wait for the next entry is long, fans can finally see the Erebonian saga come to a close when The Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie launches on July 7th for PS4, 5, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Oxenfree 2 Lost Signals. Oxenfree fans can finally continue the mind-bending journey that began in 2016. Oxenfree 2 Lost Signals is set 5 years later and sees protagonist Riley returning to her hometown. Mysterious events are occurring again thanks to strange electromagnetic waves, and she's determined to find the cause. Once again, conversations play out in real time, and your choices influence the story's direction, the bonds forged, and Riley's personality. You can use the new walkie-talkie to speak to or ignore the locals and maybe learn more about the mysterious parentage. Space-time travel, bigger stakes, and more await as everything rests on your shoulders. Oxenfree 2 Lost Signals launches on July 12th for PS4, PS5, PC, Nintendo Switch, iOS, and Android, and we can't wait to see what twists await. Exoprimal. There have probably been enough jokes about someone at Capcom thinking, but what if Horde mode Dino Crisis with power suits? Nevertheless, Exoprimal looks very interesting. Set in 2040, where outbreaks of thousands of dinosaurs occur constantly, players join a squad of exosuit pilots to stem the tide. An AI known as Leviathan is used to predict the outbreaks, but before you know it, time travel is involved. What is Leviathan's goal with its simulations, and can players resolve the mysteries of the dinosaurs? The story unfolds through the co-op Dino Survival mode as 2 squads of 5 players compete in various maps to complete objectives. Sometimes you may go head-to-head, but you can forego PvP entirely, gather clues to learn more, and pilot several different exosuits, each with unique roles and capabilities. Whether healing allies with Nimbus, tanking damage as Morisame, or taking down hordes of enemies with the Ziffer, Exoprimal launches on July 14th for Xbox One, Xbox Series, PS4, 5, and PC, and is also coming to Game Pass on day 1. Pikmin 4. What happens when Captain Olimar crash lands on a planet and the rescue corps sent to retrieve him also crashes? It's the job of a recruit, aka you, to save everyone, once again corralling and commanding hordes of Pikmin to help. Releasing on July 21st for Nintendo Switch, Pikmin 4 allows for customizing your character, collecting treasures and exploring the environment to rescue any castaways. A new dog-like creature, Oachi, helps out, serving as a mount and also battling some of the hostile monsters that abound. Players can also explore at night, tackling tougher threats and using the new Glow Pikmin. Throw in a mysterious individual who also seems to be after the castaways, leading to Dandori battles where you compete to gather the most objects, and Pikmin 4 seems to have a lot in store for series fans. Newcomers can download a free demo from the eShop, allowing them to sample the gameplay and transfer progress to continue in the full game. Remnant 2. Defying expectations, Remnant from the Ashes went from relatively no buzz to a beloved third-person shooter Souls-like that sold over 3 million copies. With Remnant 2, Gunfire Games is going much bigger with new worlds, weapons, armor, enemies, bosses, and an increased scale, taking place nearly 20 years after the events of Subject 2093, Ward 13 is at peace. However, with the root continuing to spread to other worlds via the labyrinth, players suit up and try to stop it. Instead of classes, players have archetypes, which allow for multi-classing and mixing and matching skills and traits. The random world generation is also kicked up a notch, as you'll explore new biomes with unique quests and enemies on each playthrough, leading to more replay value. Remnant 2 is out on July 25th for Xbox Series, PS5, and PC. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, PC. Roughly 2 years and several other PS5 titles on PC later, Insomniac Games' Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is finally coming to Steam and the Epic Games Store. Launching on July 26th, it supports 21:9 and 32:9 ultra-wide displays. For the triple monitor owners, it even has a 48:9 support. Ray-traced reflections are a given, but you also get unlocked frame rates and ray-traced shadows for exteriors. There's support for the haptic feedback and dynamic triggers on DualSense, in addition to the keyboard and mouse, not to mention other controller options. Upscaling solutions like NVIDIA DLSS3, AMD FSR2, Intel XeSS, and Insomniac's Temporal Injection are also supported. If this isn't enough, you can also use DLAA to improve the image quality, and Reflex for more responsive controls. Honestly, just hearing that Nixxes is handling the port is good enough for us, as Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is an incredible dimension-hopping 3D platformer. Disney Illusion Island. Remember that gorgeous-looking 2D platformer starring Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Goofy that Disney announced? Good news, it's not dead. Disney Illusion Island recently received a new trailer ahead of its July 28th release, and it looks as sharp as ever. The story sees Mickey and the crew venturing to Monolith Island to recover 3 books. Along with platforming challenges and puzzles, they'll take on bosses with their unique abilities and delve into the island's various mysteries. The hand-drawn animation, familiar voices, and charming soundtrack will draw you in, and there's also 4-player couch co-op support, with unique skills for helping each other out. With its adorable visuals and sleek presentation, Disney Illusion Island could fill the hole that Rayman Origins and Legends have left for party platformers. F1 Manager 2023. It's easy to be wary of F1 Manager 2023, especially considering how Frontier Developments handled the post-launch support of its predecessor. Nevertheless, with 23 races, new tracks like the Las Vegas Strip Circuit, and the new race replay for reliving the 2023 FIA Formula 1 World Championship, there are some interesting bells and whistles. You can also embody a team during big moments in the season using race moments. Frontier also promises better drive AI and, quote, refinements to racing lines, overtakes, and incidents, end quote. F1 Manager 2023 launches on July 31st for PS4, 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series. Hopefully it's a step up from its predecessor. Jagged Alliance 3. The latest entry in the classic squad-based tactical strategy series Jagged Alliance 3 sees players assembling a team of mercenaries to rescue the president of Grand Chien and defeat the Legion. Mercenaries come with different personalities and quirks, and some familiar faces are returning. However, all tactical decisions rest with the player, whether you're customizing weapons and loadouts, battling enemy forces, or capturing territory. Jagged Alliance 3 offers an open structure with plenty of freedom, and you can experience the campaign alone or with a friend in co-op. It's out on July 14th, exclusively for PC. Will it end up with fewer issues than developer Hijinx Games' Park Beyond? One can certainly hope. The Expanse, a Telltale series Episode 1. Telltale Games is working with Alcon and Deck 9 Games for a new narrative adventure based on the popular sci-fi series The Expanse. As a prequel to the TV series, it sees Kamina Drummer, played by Kara Gee, and her crew on the Artemis exploring the belt, salvaging spaceships, and having all kinds of run-ins. As with classic Telltale titles, your decisions matter and can be the difference between valuable supplies or your crewmates losing a leg. The Expanse, a Telltale series, launches July 27th for Xbox Series, Xbox One, PS4, PS5, and PC via the Epic Games Store. However, this marks the debut of Episode 1. 4 more episodes are coming, each releasing 2 weeks afterwards. Synapse. Among the many new titles coming to PlayStation VR 2 is Synapse. a first-person shooter from In Dreams starring David Hayter and Jennifer Hale. As an operative tasked with investigating Colonel Peter Conrad, who is threatening a world-ending catastrophe, you venture into the latter's mind, battling through surreal environments while gathering clues on his weapon. The Heart of Darkness inspiration isn't exactly subtle, but seeing Hayter play Conrad, lending his signature charisma to what should be an intriguing villain, will be interesting. It also doesn't hurt that the shooting and visuals look good. Synapse is out on July 4th for the PlayStation VR 2. Ed Zero, Zombie Uprising. From Landcars, the team behind duds like the Diofield Chronicle, comes Ed Zero, Zombie Uprising. Though it has some role-playing elements, this is a hack-and-slash dungeon crawler with randomly generated environments, where you slay hordes of zombies in the Edo period, play as a samurai, sumo wrestler, or ninja, discover over 150 items and skills, and battle bosses. Will this result in the zombies not turning Japan into a Dead Man Wonderland? Probably not, but it should make for some mindless fun. Ed Zero Zombie Uprising is currently available in early access for PC, but exits on July 13th, while also being available for Xbox Series and PS5. Atelier Marie Remake, The Alchemist of Salberg. You may be familiar with the Atelier series, especially Ryza and Sophie, but how about returning to where it all began? Atelier Marie, The Alchemist of Salberg kickstarted the RPG series, and it's getting the remake treatment on July 12th for PS4, 5, PC, and Nintendo Switch. The visuals are updated, with cute 3D character models and stages, while event illustrations are now animated. Thankfully, the tutorial, exploration, and collecting of materials have been improved. Longtime fans can look forward to new events and characters, but if you're dreading the 5-year time limit that past Atelier games are known for, don't worry, as the new Unlimited mode lets you play at your own pace. Blackout Protocol. A twin-stick shooter with roguelite elements vaguely based on the SCP, that's Blackout Protocol in a nutshell. It launches on July 20th for PC as an early access title and sees the S2P Corporation venturing through Sector 13 to deal with supernatural entities. Shrouded in darkness, you must deal with randomly changing environments and friendly fire, using light to guide the way. Some entities react differently to being illuminated, further adding to the unpredictability and your panic gauge, which can result in debilitating conditions. With skills that carry over between runs, you have to survive more than a few deaths to reach the bottom. Koa and the 5 Pirates of Mara. If you're looking for a more laid-back platforming experience, Koa and the 5 Pirates of Mara may be worth checking out. It sees Koa and Napopo journeying through the world of Mara, which some may recognize from Summer in Mara, and discovering all kinds of things. From pirates to volcanoes, there are collectibles to collect and secrets to uncover, but those keen on speedrunning also have options. With 8 different levels, skins to unlock, characters to meet, and sailing, Koa and the 5 Pirates of Mara promises a fun, colorful adventure. It releases on July 27th for PS4, PS5, Xbox Series, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch. That's all for now. If you enjoy what you saw, please hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, now is a great time to subscribe. We upload brand new videos every single day. After subscribing, don't forget to enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next time, right here on GamingBolt.